ʻFouke, F-A-K, is a city in Miller County, Arkansas, United States. It is part of the Texarkana, Texarkana, Arkansas Metropolitan Statistical Area. The population was 859 at the 2010 census. ʻFouke is located at the intersection of U.S. Highway 71 and Interstate 49 in Miller County, Arkansas. It is 10 miles west of the Red River, 11 miles southeast of Texarkana, and 17 miles north of Louisiana. It received brief widespread attention in the early 1970s due to sightings, claims of a Bigfoot-like creature known as the ʻFouke monster, as well as the subsequent fictitious docudrama movie The Legend of Boggy Creek, which played nationwide. History. The area around ʻFouke had long been inhabited by the Native American Caddo. Prior to European colonization of the Americas, Caddo tribes and European explorers traded pelts, honey, beeswax, flour, tobacco, blankets, guns, and other items. After the Louisiana Purchase, the United States established the sulfur-Fouke factory where the Sulphur River enters the Red River. In the years following Arkansas statehood, settlers began flowing steadily into the area and the Caddo population was greatly diminished. In 1889, Seventh-day Baptist minister James Franklin Shaw and his followers were seeking an area to establish a new colony, and in 1890, they chose a site along the Texarkana, Shreveport-Natchez Railroad, where a small timber line ended at ʻFouke's sawmill. The streets were named for prominent, nationally known Baptists, and upon advertising the area with the offer of reasonably priced land, affordable lumber, and free railroad passage, pioneers traveled to the area from as far away as Idaho, Illinois, and West Virginia. George W. ʻFouke, a Presbyterian entrepreneur, lumberman, and railroad executive, helped them establish their colony, and in 1902, he donated land for a school. The city of ʻFouke was named in his honor. By the early 1900s, the farming and timber industries had brought people of many faiths to the community. A new Texas and Pacific Railroad depot was constructed in 1906, and the community was incorporated in 1911. Population growth increased during the 1920s oil boom, and in 1928, construction of U.S. Route 71 in Arkansas further increased ʻFouke's employment opportunities. During the Prohibition era of 1920 to 1936, ʻFouke suffered violent deaths of many men in relation to the illegal trafficking of liquor. Interstate commerce was not well coordinated during that time, which made ʻFouke's location attractive to those who would commit crimes and then cross the adjoining border. The ʻFouke State Bank was chartered in 1914, but it went broke during the Great Depression, and job losses in the community caused many to accept work as part of Depression-era programs such as the Civilian Conservation Corps and the Works Progress Administration. It was not until World War II that large numbers of the citizens found employment at the newly established Lone Star Army Ammunition Plant and Red River Army Depot, which were located just west of Texarkana. Since its incorporation, the city of ʻFouke has seen many improvements to its infrastructure. Dirt and gravel streets were paved in 1958. A new city hall, jail, and fire station were constructed in 1962. A new, deep well water system was completed in 1966, and the city's sewer system was completed in 1988. In 1972, ʻFouke received national attention when Charles B. Pierce produced a movie called The Legend of Boggy Creek. The movie chronicled the alleged existence of a large, hairy, ape-like creature called the ʻFouke monster. A number of local citizens were cast, and the movie used area wetlands, rivers, and creeks for its location. In 2001, ʻFouke celebrated the grand opening of the ʻFouke Community Center. Area, and the grand opening of the Miller County Historical and Family Museum was celebrated in 2003. In 2010, Fouke citizens dedicated the Veterans Memorial Park. The memorial covers 2/3 of a city block. It is a perpetually flagged and lighted monument that contains a growing list of veterans' names and military histories. In 2011, local groups such as the Citizens for a Better Community raised funds to provide improvements that include welcome signs on Highway 71 at the north and south ends of the city, along with various beautification and community service projects. They purchased one of Fouke's historic homes with a plan to renovate and restore it to create an events center and community library. By that time, Fouke School District had become the city's largest employer with more than 1,000 students, more than 165 employees. In 2013, Fouke began the Boggy Creek Festival to promote the local area, bring together the community, and to share information and humor about the Fouke monster. Geography. Fouke is located at 33.26083 degrees north, 93.88667 degrees west, 33.26083 minus 93.88667. According to the United States Census Bureau, the city has a total area of 1.0 square mile, all land. Demographics. As of the census of 2000, there were 859 people, 291 households, and 220 families residing in the city. The population density was 777.8 inhabitants per square mile. There were 336 housing units at an average density of 321.1 per square mile. The racial makeup of the city was 95.45% white, 0.25% black or African American, 2.46% Native American, 0.61% from other races, and 1.23% from two or more races. 1.72% of the population were Hispanic or Latino of any race. There were 291 households, out of which 47.4% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 57.7% were married couples living together, 13.4% had a female householder with no husband present, and 24.1% were non-families. 21.3% of all households were made up of individuals and 10.3% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.80 and the average family size was 3.26. In the city, the population was spread out with 33.8% under the age of 18, 11.8% from 18 to 24, 28.5% from 25 to 44, 16.7% from 45 to 64, and 9.2% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 27 years. For every 100 females there were 95.2 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 91.8 males. The median income for a household in the city was $25,192, and the median income for a family was $35,089. Males had a median income of $26,938 versus $20,375 for females. The per capita income for the city was $11,075. About 18.0% of families and 17.5% of the population were below the poverty line, including 17.4% of those under age 18 and 26.7% of those age 65 or over. Education. Public education for early childhood, elementary and secondary school students is primarily provided by the Fouke School District, which leads to graduation from Fouke High School. Media. ʻFouke is served by media from Texarkana and Shreveport. Infrastructure. Highway Interstate 49. U.S. Highway 71. Notable places: Allen's Burger Center restaurant with local flair. Enoch's Berry Farm, pick your own blackberries and blueberries. Historic Scoggins House Community Event Center and AMP, library genealogy, and local historical research with wedding and event space. Monster Mart, home of the ʻFouke Monster. Tourist information and general store. Cheryl's Country Kitchen restaurant with local flair. Notable people. Notable people from the ʻFouke area include George W. ʻFouke, founder of Gate City Lumber Co., president of Texarkana, Shreveport and AMP, Natchez Railroad, and ʻFouke, Arkansas namesake. Hardy Alton, Spider, Rowland, a flamboyant newspaperman. Henry H. King, a soldier in the Texas Revolution at the Battle of San Jacinto, who afterwards became a member of the Confederate Secret Service. Harlan Robertson, a rancher and livestock breeder of top bucking bulls for the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association and the Professional Bull Riders Association. Pearl Kinman, a silent screen movie star. Bobby Bowen, a Christian country singer and songwriter. Images.